Unlike the summer of 2020, which has been moist with adequate rainfall and moderate temperatures, the summer of 1970 was hot and dry, and by the end of July, the Republican River was a mere trickle, and the Express featured a group of grade school, maybe junior high boys playing in the river. School was about ready to start. They were thinking about football, and they had gone to the river west of Superior with their football, and were playing a game of touch football. The, the boys included Paul Stiles, Larry Tucker, Rick Graham, Lee Barfnick, Jerry Rempe, um, Jeff Jackson. Uh, the Express took some photos of the boys playing and run on the front page of the July 23rd issue, 1970. I'm going to try to read to you the story that we printed with those pictures while the pictures play here on the slideshow in the background. Bear with me if I have some trouble reading because the type was printed in a light brown ink. It's quite hard to read at this point. It's faded with the paper is yellowed and the ink was brown to begin with. So here we go. Hot, dry weather enthusiasts should have no complaints left about the beginning of the summer of 1970. This year's rainfall is about 6 inches below the corresponding period 1 year ago, and it seems to be easier for the mercury to exceed 100 degrees than not. Whenever possible, farmers have been pouring the irrigation water on their crops, but many areas report a severe shortage of irrigation water. So far, there seems to be enough for farmers in this area, and no major shortages have been reported. Crop statisticians have considerably trimmed their yield estimates for what was once predicted to be a record-breaking harvest. While many utility companies have had trouble keeping up with the demand, Frank Swaim, manager of the Superior Light and Water Department, reports there haven't been any problems in Superior. He says with water consumption in the Superior passing the 1 million gallon mark several times this summer, water consumption for this year is running about 10% above last year's record usage. This year's peak daily usage was 1,156,000 gallons on June 29th. The Superior wells were pumped at full capacity for 21 and a half hours to meet the June 29 demand. This year's peak electrical usage occurred on July 8th when 5,040 kilowatt hours were used. That was 300 kilowatt hours above 1969's peak. The methods for beating the heat are legion, but the 6 boys pictured may have found the best method. They parked their bicycles and waded into the river to combine a fall sport, touch football, with good old-time romp in the river. Republican River, the lowest it has been for many years, is less than 6 inches deep in most places. The boys have found the resulting game of water ball to be such fun they have spent several afternoons romping in the river. Even if somebody does get a bit too eager and makes a tackle, the watery landing is quite refreshing. And so we have reprinted here some of the negatives that we took that day in the Republican River. Hope you enjoy them.